such a chore. By the time I write the check, I already owe more. And there's always people taking up my time. I already lost my patience, now I'm gonna lose my mind. You can't have all of me, my boss, my job, my family. You can't have all of me, I need a little for myself. You can't have all of me.
Awake today.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sleeping.
Awesome. And,
Delaney said they can't hear us.
oh, no. Check
Uh-oh.
it. Check it. 1, 2, test,
Hello,
test.
check.
Test, test.
Let us know.
No
if you...
audio.
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Hold on. We can mime everything. Okay. Can you hear me now? All right.
There we go.
Sweet. Welcome. It was
All right.
okay.
Let's try that again.
Welcome to the Grr Racing Podcast. I'm Michelle Abadi.
I'm Anthony Filio.
And we're on episode 4. So thank you guys for tuning in. We have our chat working.
Yes.
We did learn that the only way the Facebook chat is going to work for us to see it is if we're on my athlete page.
So that's what we're on.
That's what we're on.
If you guys are watching real quick, click that share button, man. Let's get some more people in here. Get
Yeah.
some more comments going.
Tell your friends, make a watch party or something. Make it fun. But yeah, so let's jump into our team news for Grr Racing Team News. As you guys know, last weekend we raced, and it was awesome. If you didn't catch that episode, go check it out, episode 3. And we have been spending the week getting everything ready. Anthony can fill you in on what his duties are after post-race.
Yeah, so just getting the TA2 car all prepped and ready. That starts with a post-race inspection. I go through literally the entire car. I touch the whole thing. I wipe and clean everything down, inside, out, the whole underneath, front to back, top to bottom.
I help with it,
Yeah.
too. I mean,
but I like seeing everything because I check all the welds. I check literally everything, and then I pull apart the hubs, do bearings, do all that stuff. But then we tear apart the brakes and rebuild the brakes and do all the fluids. Our Lucas oil. Oh, this side. We do our new gear oil in the rear end. We do use the same 7590 Lucas oil in the transmission as well. Then we do our 030 full sin motor oil. And yeah, we literally change every fluid every race.
Yeah, it's preventative maintenance, and it's just a good peace of mind. You're never wondering when the last time was that you did a change in the rear end or the engine or anything for that matter. The only fluid we don't change, obviously, would be the fuel, because that is usually all burnt up during the race anyways.
There's usually not much left in there.
Yeah, and so we have Lucas Oil on board. We use all of their fluids in our car. We've never had an issue. Awesome products. And the really cool thing about Lucas Oil is they make a very wide range of products, not even in just the automotive space, but outside of that as well. They actually have like gun lube and all kinds of stuff, fishing reel stuff. I mean,
a lot of cleaning products.
Yeah, a ton of cleaning products.
Is really nice.
I was trying to talk about outside the automotive industry,
well,
but
their slick mist is nice.
I like the way it smells. And their oil smells like coffee. It's so weird. It might just be me, but their oil actually smells good when it's new. Obviously, not used oil.
Well, ours smells good coming out too, because it's usually only got 100 miles on it.
So anyways, that's some of the maintenance that goes into the TA2 car. It's just kind of like it's a big and long inspection that takes a while, but also it's very important to do and to get done when you're paying attention and when you're awake and not tired, because there's some things that you can miss if you're not paying attention. So
yeah, so that's real important. I think the post-race inspection, pre-race prep is probably the most important part of the whole program, and it's actually the longest. It takes longer to do that than it does to go race for the weekend. We spend more time maintaining and servicing the car, not in a bad way, in a good way. We spend more time doing that than we do racing, but that's fine.
But it's good, and it's the way we roll our program. And we don't have 4 or 5 guys touching the car. Anthony and I are the only ones that really do anything on it.
Yep.
And it's kind of the way we like it for right now because we're able to keep track of everything. So that's kind of what's going on with the TA2 car. We do race. I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
I got something down here.
I had a spiel going. Then I have no idea what I was just saying. We're getting the TA2 car ready for the race at Sonoma, which is August 21 through 23.
Yes.
2, whatever. It's that weekend coming up, and really excited because we just got a shipment in from a new partner of ours, which I'm very excited to announce. I've been working on this one for a while. Anthony's got it. Oh,
boom!
we
Aero
are
wheels.
partnered with Aero Wheels. This is their 51 series wheel, specially made for TA2. It's a 10 by, I don't remember, 15. There you go. Right? 10 by 15. It's a spec wheel.
We ordered them a while ago.
It's a spec wheel. You can only run one size. Yeah. And they can only be a certain weight, so you do have to meet a weight spec in TA2. So very excited to have Aero Wheels on board. They've got awesome wheels and products. You can see them in NASCAR. You can see them in Trans Am. You can see them in many other racing divisions. I think they also do legend cars and stuff like that. So
I think they do some dirt stuff. They do. I mean, anything with tube chassis cars.
Real race cars.
You'll see Aero Wheels. So thanks, Aero, for these beautiful wheels. I'll try not to scratch them.
Yeah, and also that's the only color we have now. It's black. I'm kind of bummed out about that because I love chrome wheels, but that's okay. So anyways, thanks to Aero for coming on board with Grr Racing. We're really pumped to have you guys. But not to mention, not only did the TA2 car get new wheels, we got new wheels for the Grmero.
Grmero got new shoes.
Which we didn't bring it behind the table here, but we do have the photo, which is pretty awesome. So these are our custom spec'd Wed Sport wheels. It's a Maverick 709M. And those bad boys are 20 inches. So they're big. That photo's from this past weekend. We were in the shop, and I got to test fit them on the car because they are custom spec. So that's sometimes kind of scary because you're guessing. I would be guessing on offset and several other things. But they fitted really well. And the back is massive. I think they're huge. 10.5 in the back and 9.5 in the front. Very, very aggressive fitment on those, but this photo doesn't do them justice. They are freaking beautiful. It's like a platinum silver and then a black satin barrel.
Yeah, they look nice.
So when we get some tires mounted up on those bad boys, I'll have to show you guys what that looks like. I'm looking at your guys' comments. Hi, Ryan. Hi, Mark. Delaney, what's up? Kelly, thanks for always tuning in. You're awesome. Richard, what's going on, man?
Richard is our... He made us look real good at Thunderhill.
Richard's our photographer. He's an amazing guy. Met Richard about 5 years ago when we did our very first race in the FRS at Laguna Seca. So he was able to meet up with us this past weekend at the race, and it was awesome. He grabbed some awesome shots, so I get to look like an Instagram star with his photos.
He drove us around, did some errands.
Got us a new battery for the race car because that crapped out on us. But anyways, so we got the new Wed Sport wheels. And then if you can toss that photo back up there, PJ, that'd be awesome. A little secret we didn't tell you guys. There are KWs on the car, but if you can see it in the photo,
on the front,
they're actually only on the front. So we ran out of time. We weren't able to get them on the rear, but we will be doing a video on that very soon, and we'll recap the install of the front and rear suspension of the KWs, and we'll show you guys. Yeah, you see.
That's a nice shot of the wheel too.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize you could zoom in like that. That's pretty good. That's my high def photo from my cell phone.
Man, those things look good.
So anyways, we got KW suspension on there. We'll be throwing on the back side too, getting the right height all set up, get an alignment on it. Actually, the Grmero just got back to Insane Power to get its final tune. Had a little bit of a rich tune in there to make sure everything was happy. Smelled a lot like fuel when you kind of cruised up, but that's cool. So we get that dialed in.
Who we got? Dylan Archer.
What's up, Dylan?
A TA2 driver from the East Coast from a national tour.
Yeah, awesome. Did a great job in his first race. I think he definitely was top 10. I don't remember where. I think he was 7th, finished 7th.
I don't know if he got collected this past weekend. We're going to get to that.
Yeah.
But if he did, I'm sorry. If you didn't, I hope you made it through, man.
Hi, Mitch. I know you always tune in. Thanks for tuning in, Mitch. But yeah, okay, so let's see what else we got here. Motorsports news, we're going to jump to that because we did our sponsor highlight already.
Yep. So for motorsports news, as most of you have already seen or heard, SEMA's show has been canceled for 2020.
Done. No
Man,
SEMA.
I don't think it's ever been canceled.
No.
I didn't really look into it too much, but crazy, man. What a bummer. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
It's kind of protocol for the city, though.
Yeah.
We're kind of I think we're considered a hot spot for the virus. So I think it's just better that they called this cancellation now instead of, a month out
waiting.
or a day of or whatever type deal. So we'll just kind of like they had posted on Twitter. I wish we had a screenshot of it. It said something along the lines of like,
Oh, I've got it. I don't think
Oh,
it was
you do?
actually SEMA. I
Oh, there
think
you
it was
go.
a spoof. But you guys check this out. I thought this was hilarious.
it says, we're sorry to cancel SEMA due to COVID-19. The good news is, I can't read it.
We shouldn't see any bullshit-ass, booger-welded, half-ass rushed garbage this year, since y'all players have the time in the world to do it right,
Yeah.
right?
Shots fired. So I don't know. Yeah, they probably didn't say bullshit and ass and all that, but
Yeah.
anyway, it was pretty good. Whoever put that together.
That was pretty funny. No Bluetooth drive shafts this year.
Yeah. Oh, good. I'm glad you weren't in that, Dylan. Good to see that you. Sorry that you weren't out there, but glad that wasn't part of that.
Yeah, it
Now where you're at.
was a blessing in disguise.
So actually, we'll talk about that right now. This past weekend was Trans Am National Tour, National Series at Road America, and wow, that was it was really hard to watch for me. I hate watching stuff like this happen, but yeah, we'll play the video and kind of show you guys what recap we pulled from Trans Am's video.
Yeah,
But
it's kind of long. It's I think it's a couple minutes long, so sit back and enjoy some race car sounds. Was it Jonathan Green?
yeah,
The commentator for Trans Am. I pulled this off their YouTube channel. So this is the
cringeworthy video.
the recap of Road America.
On to the race then as we go on board with Tyler Casera from 9th position. Of course, Tyler, a runner-up in the E-Championship, but now mixing it with the big boys in the real deal. Across the line then, Cameron Lawrence on the inside, Skeen on the outside. In the run down to the right-hander, Rafa Matos missed the pre-grid and had to start at the back, but look at him go round the outside, making places very quickly indeed. Peterson making a good start, getting by Ty Gibbs right at the start, but sadly, drama for both the three-dimensional service group men, as out goes Cameron Lawrence, a tap from his teammate, and both cars out. Disaster for the pole man, in comes Lawrence, and it's game over for both the cars. Not a good day at Road America for three-dimensional services group. And another big incident, 4 cars involved in this one. Jim Gallagher, Scott Borchetta, Dudley Fleck, and Jet Nolan, all concertina into each other at turn 5. Out comes the safety car. The cars are cleared away and back to racing on board with Thomas Merrill at the restart. Merrill looking for positions, but it was Skeen who led from Mayer. Tyler Casera in 3rd position in the number 4. Sam Mayer, the young 17-year-old, putting a lot of pressure on Mike Skeen early on. Meanwhile, Matos had made it up to 4th place, gets past Casera, and then on the inside, past Mayer, and would lead on lap 14 ahead of Skeen. But then, once Matos got into the lead, there was big drama to come through the fastest part of the circuit. A dab on the brakes by Matos. Skeen hits the back of him, and that causes another concertina effect. Sam Mayer right in the middle of it, Casera going off, Skeen going off, Matos gets away, but then real drama for 17-year-old. Look at this in the mirrors. Flames starting to come out of the back of the car, and suddenly he's engulfed. A really scary moment. Luckily, the youngster is able to climb to safety very quickly, but that, of course, brought out the red flag. And such was the carnage that it ended the race. Here's another look at it from Tyler Casera. Nowhere to go. He takes out Skeen. Skeen also out. Thomas Merrill involved. And here's the view from Skeen's point of view. Nowhere to go. And as you can see, Tyler Casera sliding down with him. Thomas Merrill also involved. He couldn't avoid hitting Sam Mayer. Mayer spun round and was just a target for the following field.
Yeah.
Oh man, what a tough weekend.
That's so hard for me to watch. I mean, it's so many race cars getting just destroyed out there, not to mention one totally catching on fire. Everybody was okay. Nobody got hurt, so that's a big part of it.
Yeah,
The
that's
flag
huge. The
got-
cars are super safe. So.
Yeah, the race did get red flagged, as they mentioned. So what they did was they took scoring from the previous lap. Race winner became Mike Skeen,
Yep.
followed by Sam Meyer, and then Rafa Matos in third. So that's kind of how they rolled back on official results. But yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys hadn't seen that. That doesn't happen often. I've never been to Road America, so I know the track. I'm familiar with it, but I've never raced there. But yeah, it looks like the leader kind of got into the brakes and just mayhem kind of ensued behind him. So.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with that second crash. Not the two three-dimensional cars hit each other,
Yeah.
but the like 5-car pileup in the left-hander.
Yeah,
that one just kind of came out of nowhere.
and that was like violent. Those were like violent hits.
Those were
with
hard
those
hits.
cars. Like that sucks. So
Yeah, what a bummer. I don't like seeing cars getting torn up.
Yeah, especially that many, and in the front of the pack too is so rare. So it's just that was just like really, really, really horrible to watch.
Yeah, I think I heard like only 8 of like 24, 26 cars made it through with no damage.
Yeah, and
That's bad.
that weekend they had Lamborghini Super Trofeo racing, they had NASCAR racing there, a couple other sanctioned events were out there. So
That was a busy weekend.
it was a big weekend, and just a bummer to have just a horrible wreck like that and have the race be ended. And thank God Sam got out quick though. That was really scary to watch. That the flames just were in the. I don't know if you guys saw, the flames were in the side mirror, and then just I think the fire probably started from the fuel cell when he got hit in the back. I'm guessing.
Yeah,
Because the fire came from behind him.
That was pretty crazy.
Yeah, super gnarly.
Looks like we got a question from Jessica. Hi, Jessica. Is there any insurance that racers have for in case something major happens to a car?
So, yes, there can be. Just like your normal insurance, you can have racing insurance. But I don't think there's any coverage on the racetrack. So
Yeah, I think it's usually like in transport or sitting at the shop. I could be wrong. There might be on track. I don't know.
You can get race insurance on the track if the team you're driving for offers it. So there are insurance options you can opt into if you're renting a car, typically. But that's definitely something you have to consider when you're driving someone else's cars if something happens.
Make sure you ask about crash damages.
Yeah, beforehand. So I've always been really transparent about that. Then again, I don't race a lot of other people's cars because it's just not my favorite thing to do.
Yeah, it's scary. It's not worth it.
Yeah, but there's options out there. We have insurance for transport, for storage, and stuff like that on the race car. But for my policy on the racetrack, you're on the racetrack. It kind of is what it is.
Oh, it looks like there is on-track insurance, but super pricey. I'm sure it is.
I would imagine. I know one car I rented, they wanted like $5,000 just extra on top of my entry or whatever for insurance. So it's like, yeah, you gotta have the big bucks.
You can also get race day insurance, like your daily
Yeah.
or street cars for
Yeah,
track
Mark.
day stuff. Yeah, we did.
Yep.
We actually looked into that when we were thinking about track day in like the BMW or Grimero and stuff. We looked into that because, you go crash your street car on the racetrack and your insurance company's going to go, ha, too bad.
Yeah, that's why people like take their license plates off and stuff when they go to track days, because there's people taking pictures and they try to make these fraud claims. And I've never done that, so I don't know much about it. But I see Tony put on there, what is your goal as a racer? It's really awesome to say this. My goal is to race in the Trans Am Series and to race in TA2. So I am living my goal, but obviously there's more to that. So it's kind of a two-part goal. I want to be a Trans Am champion. That is my total focus right now, and there's steps to that. So what are you doing?
This looks good, man. Just sit next to me.
Okay.
There we go.
Sorry,
better.
that was, there you go. Okay. Yeah, so the steps to doing that is going to be getting on the podium for one. Step 2 would be winning a race. And then, step 3 would be earning enough points to take a championship. So those are my goals right now as a racer.
Yep.
All right, let's see. I kind of got sidetracked here. The
Gurzy.
Gurzy. Yeah, the Gurzy is going to be a track car for sure.
Yeah.
I'll probably also do a little bit of drifting in it. Judy, does any question ever catch you guys off guard? You always have great answers, and I feel like I don't know anything. Well, I think we're in a pretty good position where we're at because we kind of know what we're doing and what we're talking about. And if we don't know the answer to something, we'll probably just say that we don't know. So, no, I all questions welcome. So if you guys got more, shoot them to us.
What kind of food we like.
We do have one more highlight for motorsports news, though. So as you're thinking of questions, I would like to highlight my local friend, Riley Herbst. He actually won at Michigan this past weekend in the ARCA series, right? Yeah.
Yeah, ARCA.
Yep.
I think it might have been his last ARCA race, because during one of his interviews, he did say something about his last Menards race. So not too sure if that was his last one or not.
Yeah.
But good way to go out if so.
And Riley's, local to Vegas, so awesome guy. We watched him kind of grow up and race in the bull ring and stuff like that. So we'll roll his footage from his win over the weekend. It's pretty cool to see him win.
The General Tire Pole Award goes to Riley Herbst. No qualifying here today. They did have a practice session, but Riley Herbst will be on the General Tire pole.
Owner points deciding our lineup today between Riley and Ty Gibbs. This number 18 team has 3 wins and 9 top 10s on the season. Most points thus far, and that's why he gets the number 1 coveted position.
Flag is back out at Michigan. Riley Herbst, some contact with the 23 here.
Holmes wanted to hold him high, literally went up the racetrack to say, I'm on the inside, I'm going to hold you high into turn 1, and Riley came down and gave him a bang, wheel-to-wheel, front tires. Knocked in the fender a bit on that white 23.
And we saw how good Riley Herbst could be. Actually pressured Brett Holmes there during that restart. And right now, in the conversation leading up to this pit stop, and a conversation with Mark McFarland, Mark talked about some of the changes they could make to maybe make this car better here or faster there. He actually offered up, should we give it a little half a turn of wedge in this thing to give it a little bit more speed? Dramatic pause on the radio. Then Riley hit his mic and says, I don't want to finish second again. So expect that change.
Coming around to the front stretch here at Michigan. The super team is back. Joe Gibbs Racing scores his 4th victory of the year. Riley Herbst his 1st of 2020 and his 1st in 3 years. And now doing donuts as a winner here at Michigan International Speedway. Second, no more for Riley Herbst.
I heard you talk to your crew chief, making changes before that last race or during the race break. You simply said you didn't want to finish second again. You made the right move. So how many demons have you just exorcised off your shoulders?
Man, it's definitely been a while since I won, honestly, in anything. So when you don't win, it starts to get to your head, and you don't know if you're ever going to do it again. No matter what series, this ARCA Menard series, Xfinity series, or what. Obviously, it's more prestigious the way you go up, but winning feels good in any vehicle. And thanks to Monster Energy, Joe Gibbs Racing, and Toyota, we were able to pull it off here today in the Irish Hills.
I want to know how you did pull it off, because it looked like Brett was stalking you, and you were doing everything you could to change lines, move around, do this. How hard were you racing there with about 15 laps, 20 laps to go?
Yeah, I don't know. It was a late night last night coming from Road America. Had a few Monster Energies on the plane. Woke up early, got here, and man, Mark said, you want to make a big swing at it? And I said, sure, we got nothing for him right now. I don't want to finish second. My last Menards race. So we made a swing, and it paid off.
You said it like it was desperate, though. You did not refuse to finish in that position.
Yeah, absolutely.
Congratulations. Celebrate. A job well done. A busy weekend as Riley Herbst comes home in that Monster Energy car.
Boom. Congrats to Riley. That's awesome. And I did hear it at the end there. He said my last Menards race. So
yeah. So
hats off to you, buddy, wherever you're going. I know he did have a busy weekend. He was actually at Road America.
Yeah.
And he
in
raced
Trans Am.
in Trans Am.
Yeah.
I don't know if he actually did the race though.
He practiced or qualified or something.
Practice and qual to get
track
seat time for the Xfinity race.
Yeah.
He did race, and he actually did good. Him and Noah Graxon, another local kid here in town, both did really good in Xfinity. I know Noah led a lot of the race.
Yeah.
And then it started raining, and it was slick, and they kept switching, slicks to rains, and that race was pretty interesting.
It was cool to watch. I always love when NASCAR goes to the road course. They're bringing more road courses on, which is really cool for us to see, and that would definitely be a great opportunity to jump in one of those cars in Xfinity or even the K&N Pro Series. I think that would be a lot of fun. I've been eyeballing that Sonoma race for a few years now, but
wow.
My pockets aren't quite big enough for that just yet. But
that's expensive for one weekend.
Yeah, it's pretty gnarly. And then you've got a test too. I did talk to BMR Racing about it, and I think they wanted like $15,000 just for a test day. So
that's to see if you can go race.
That ain't gonna work. But anyway, so hats off to Riley.
Yeah, that's awesome. I like seeing him do good.
I see we got some other questions in here.
Yeah, I think we had some up a little bit. I remember A little more. Sorry, guys.
Oh, yeah, Michael, I remember I read that one. He said, my buddy Michael, he said he picked up a set of the How TA2 spec hood vents because we've got some hood vents on the TA2 car to help relieve underhood temps. And so he said he snagged some of those, and then he already has aero wheels. So you're kind of ahead of the game on us on that one. But
I mean, you're almost a Trans Am driver.
Just come race with us,
You
man.
just need a big wing.
Yeah, you need a
As long as you have
big wing and a splitter.
Have you and Anthony ever raced each other from Tony? I mean, go-karts.
Yeah, like indoor go-karts.
Nothing, never in cars.
But we're going to change that, I think.
Yeah.
I think we're going to get him in a car soon.
We'll see. People ask me all the time if I race or, if I drive at all. And when I say no and I have no real want to do that, people they're like, what do you mean? I can't believe it. You're at the racetrack with all these cool cars and you don't want to drive. I don't know. I don't want to drive. I like doing the crew chief mechanic stuff. And when I can see my car do good on the racetrack, I beat everybody,
Yeah.
It's like my car,
we
beat
win
all
together.
the other cars, and then I beat all the other crew chiefs, all the other mechanics, and some of those teams have 5, 6, 7 guys, and
or more.
It's just me running the car, me and her driving. So when I do good, I feel good because I beat a lot of people.
Yeah, it takes a team, and I don't understand how you can't want to drive, but I do at the same time because I see you at the track and I see when you're focused and that's what it takes to win. Because I think if you wanted to drive the car, you wouldn't be totally focused on prepping the car,
right?
Because there would be a different need or want there. So it's I'm really lucky to have you, obviously, because a lot of people just want to drive cars.
Yeah. I think we had a couple more. If you scroll up a little bit for us.
I know Cameron mentioned PRI.
Down a little bit.
I
think PRI. So far, they're still on for PRI. Can we see the logo on the wheel?
I moved it.
Oh, yeah. It's Aero race
here.
wheels.
Oh, wait.
I'm all mixed up.
I know, it's backwards.
There it is. It's an Aero, A-E-R-O.
Very good. Very good. Nice work. Do I have a favorite track? Yeah, I do. It's Bathurst. It's only in Australia. It's not very far from here. But if you're talking about U.S. Tracks, I have not been on the East Coast. So, unfortunately, I can only rate from Coda West. And I think I would have to say that Sonoma is probably my favorite track, which is where we're heading next, which is really exciting.
Actually, I think there was a question about Sonoma up just a hair right there. What's the most challenging corner at Sonoma for you and why? I need to know for our race. Cameron's
I'll
trying
admit
to
it, and I think I've admitted it before. It's turn 11, and it's because I had an incident there. Well, I almost had an incident there, so I don't have a lot of confidence going into turn 11. But might I add, Cameron, we now have PFC brakes on board, so I'm feeling a lot better going into the corners, especially like Thunder Hill. I was like really confident. So now you know if you're gonna aim for a pass, you got to get it done on that tight right-hander. But good luck, man. I don't know.
Yeah, I was talking about Sonoma. We're freaking battling sound again.
Yeah, great. 103.
103 again for Sonoma. I've heard rumors that Trans Am is trying to get it to not have sound. I don't know. We'll see. But the microphone there is on the other side of the car and way infield. So I think, oh no, it's on the same side as the exhaust, but it's further away. So I don't know. We might be all right. We'll see.
We'll just have to see. All right, well, we'll round it out our half hour here, but we got a couple more questions. Any thoughts about karting returning to Vegas? It's always awesome to have karting here in Vegas. My brother did karting here in Vegas for many years. They had, the World Championship here, and they do it with the Legends cars, too. They have, the national championships here, so it's always nice to have racing come back to Vegas. It's just unfortunate there's not a lot of road racing for people like us. But, yeah, love to see karting at the Rio. I know there used to be some karting in Laughlin. It's a great opportunity for local racers to get out there and to get some new people coming in. So that's
cool.
We
need to get our boy down from Oregon.
Yeah, Roman. He can show everybody what's up in his cadet cart.
Yeah, we need to bring Roman on the show maybe next weekend.
Yeah, guys, let us know who you want us to have come on. They could be anywhere in the world. We can just remote them in. So yeah, we're pretty stoked on that. And thanks for sharing the podcast if you guys did that. trying to make this thing grow a little bit. And yeah, I think that's kind of about it. I see Delaney's talking about getting some shoes and fluorescent yellow, my favorite colors.
Hey, you can't go wrong with those colors, man.
But yeah, guys, tune in next week, 7 o'clock. And if there's anything else you want us to touch on, maybe we'll bring back sponsorship tips and tricks, maybe. Or yeah, I don't know. Let us know. Feel free to write in on my Instagram or Facebook or whatever. Or hit up Anthony. He's cool too.
Next week's show might seem kind of rushed. That's because we're like getting ready to leave to Sonoma pretty much right after.
And he'll probably be really tired.
No, the car's ready. The car's ready.
All right.
That's why I'm all chipper and good to go today. All right, guys. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for signing in, asking all these great questions. Send us a farewell goodbye with your probably Grr face.
Grr face.
All right, I'll do one too. See you guys.
Bye.